Hello, today we'd like to show you how to compile the Mediatek version Android in Ubuntu. So currently I'm running in Ubuntu 18.04.3 LTS. Well, this isn't the exactly advised version from Mediatek, but Mediatek recommend to compile the Android 7 firmware on Java version 7, but that one is already obsolete. So if you go into the MTK underbar Android 7 folder, there's a release note, and if you read the release note, there's few important information. So build environment says that 16 GB of physical memory and Ubuntu 14.04, which is the official build environment. But from my experience, 18.04 also works fine, except you are ready to get into some challenges. Also, it's important to have a lot of RAM and free space for your PC to compile this firmware, and the compilation tool says OpenJDK 1.7.0/55 is required, but from my experience you can use OpenJDK 8 as well. So that's the thing. And before we start to build the firmware, it's important to make a MTK version folder, MTK underbar 8783, Android 7.0, resolutions, American, and then this folder will be automatically created, so you don't need to create, but you need to create Europe folder as well as all the other folders like American. So you must keep this three down to the region. The purpose of this folder is to where the final product will kick into, and if you miss that folder, what is going to happen to you is if you check the make.sh folder, basically the script is to build the 1024 by 600 Chinese first, and then Europe, and then America, and then it builds 1280 by 480 Chinese, Europe, American. You can remove Chinese, but the final script that upload the things to the folder, it will overwrite if you don't keep those folders being ready. So let's take a look on the script file. So Yes, it's the when the compile was complete, the folder, the file name uh, wouldn't be the same like what you expected. So the 1280 by 480, the device ID is RSM8R2, and for the 1024 by 600, that's RLK8783 underbar F6 and underbar RC. So as you can see, there is a designated folder under home MTK version MTK 8783. So if these folders are missing, then 4 times of the what is it, the compiling sequence will override the walks that it has been done, so you will lose your time invested. So if you want to, you can change this target path, but basically this is the target path that has been built, and probably it's easier to keep this script and the folder structure. So basically what you should do is run the terminal, and for myself I'm keeping the source code under proj folder and mtk android 7, and you need to designate the Java home. So you set the Java home to the OpenJDK 64-bit, and then what you do is you run dash make sh, and then it will do the rest of the job. So usually compile takes several hours. And there will be a bunch of warnings that will be generated, but it's okay. But sometimes the build will fail. If that's the case, you need to check all the warnings and what caused the warnings. The frequent warning would be this one. You will get error under Arch runtime, Android.bp, blah 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 blah, and Arch runtime interpreter mtrp, mterp, out mterp, blah blah does not exist. So if that happens, you need to go to the folder inside the mtk source, and then go to this directory art under runtime under interpreter and mterp, and then you need to run the hidden rebuild script, and if you compile again, it will do the compile it properly. So that's how you compile it. let's see their building color. Anyway, if you are seeing a red message that the compile has failed, it's better idea to stop the entire compilation, because anyway the other 5 seconds to compile each software version will also end up in the same error. So that's one thing that you need to be careful. So for now I will stop it here, and then I will just go back to the terminal and I will just change the script because I don't want to build the Chinese version of the firmwares. And then make sure whenever you are compiling firmwares and it got failed and you need to compile again, make the clean environment, and you get this error whenever you forgot to designate Java home. And then you will do the clean again. Then now you should be cleaning up everything to the ground zero, and then you will be able to compile it with this command. That helps you to play with RSNAV Android Mediatek firmware. Thank you.